Sorry, the connection from my laptop is on. Hello, should we start now? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you from Team Perspective. As all of us know, we have gathered here for today's debate, and the topic of debate is major scope of the debate of today is the freedom of express or freedom of expression in India, or in particular we will discuss we will our debate will revolve around the recent arrest of Arnav case. The motion for today's debate is arrest of Arnav is justified and it is not an attack on freedom of press or freedom of expression. So that is one particular case. Beside that, our debate will also revolve around the condition of journalism, the state of journalism, and express freedom of express in our country. So, as all of us know, the position of India in Press Freedom Index is 142 out of 180 country. So, our debate will revolve, and we will try to find out some solutions to why this is poor, why the poor performance is of India in this Press Freedom Index. I will also point out some regions from my side. What are some possible reasons due to that? The performance of India in Press Freedom Index is very poor, and what can be done to improve this. So the first reason that I find is that there are so many censorship within the institutions itself. Like some journalist want to raise some important issue in some particular media houses, so he has or she has to face so many restrictions within that institutions only. The another important issue is that there should be a balancing between the freedom of trade and the freedom of press. What we observe that in India, most of the media houses are controlled by some business tycoons, and they want the press, they want the media, what kind of reporting will be done there, what will be sold to the public of India. So that is one particular issue in the world. Sometimes we have seen that the Indian government in recent time, particularly when some journalists try to be or they do some kind of critical journalism that is critical to the government start witch hunting of that particular or a set of journalists that do not do journalism in favor of the government. So that is also one of the major concern. Coming to the particular topic, the motion that we have decided for today's debate, arrest of Arnab Goswami is justified and it is not an attack on the freedom of press. So what we observe that, let me clear the scene that we are going to discuss. Arnab Goswami has been arrested in a different case, that is a criminal case, in which he is accused of abatement of suicide of Anbay Naik. The case was of 2018, and it has been reopened recently by the Maharashtra government. As we already know, Arnav has been very much critical of Maharashtra government. So this incident seems to be a kind of political vendetta that we should not support at any cost. Although the kind of reaction that we have got after the arrest of Arnav from the ministries of government of India is not something expected, because if he was arrested in some kind of case that is related to kind of journalism he is doing, then that the condemnation that has come from the ministry of government should be acceptable, but it was quite irrelevant. Although the government has uh, showed their keen interest that the Arnav is a kind of related to some kind of government spokesperson. So without wasting too much time, I will hand over for some time uh, to Pinaki. He will conduct a survey and then we will proceed the debate. Over to you, Pinaki.
All right, and thank you, Dhirendra, for your introduction, and I welcome everyone. I think 14 of us are here right now. So before we start, we just want to see how many of you are for the motion, how many of you are against the motion. So just that little bit of activity that we do before every debate. I'm gonna share a link in the chat box. Go and access that link and answer the question. Yeah, there we go. Here's the link. I request everyone to please check your chat box and access the link. So you can see, uh, so the live reactions for the motion, against the motion. Arrest of Arnab Goswami is justified, and for the motion there are three, against the motion there are five votes right now. And I think would have a very even contest, and as many more join, we'll see this fluctuating even more. So, Dhirendra, I think we have got a very rough idea of where we stand. There we go. It's 4-5 now, and you
Mhm.
can see for the motion, against the motion. So, I think Dhirendra, now we can get directly to the debate, and you can start moderating the debate with the rules and the time limit. And
Mhm.
over to you.
Okay, thank you, Pinaki. So before we proceed for the debate, I will point out some kind of the information and the rules and regulations that we are going to follow. So first of all, if for the motions and against the motion, each participant from the each of the side, one by one, we will give you 2 minutes for your opening remark, and then again we will repeat the same sequence, and then the house will be open for some kind of open discussion or open debate. So we have to refrain from kind of personal slander, and we have to uh, keep in mind that the comments that we are making here should not be too much personal, and we hope that we will follow that. Okay, let's start the discussion now. Someone who is in for the motion, Aman is for the motion. I request Aman for your opening remark. Please go ahead, Aman.
Arnab Goswami cannot be even considered a journalist at this point of time. All he does is go and scream on the television and inflame people and make people hate each other. It's what Arnab is doing is similar to what Trump is doing in United States, that demanding that the counting of votes be stopped and moving the court that are against the law. He is belittling the position of a journalist. He is a suspect accused in abetment of suicide case, and he should act like an accused. This is not my personal remark. This is remark from the magistrate who had put him in judicial custody himself. And when when you see the government of India, the entire union cabinet has come out in support, as if he had come out in support of him. Like when, for example, uh, they they don't even care that they are how the family members of the architect who got scammed by Arnav and his friends are feeling. They are only concerned about their spokesperson, and ho- that is basically Republic TV is now the considered to be the unofficial spokesperson of the government. In fact, when back in 2002, when Modi, Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah were accused in the riots case, they didn't say that they were being politically motivated or it was a part of a vendetta. They were acquitted. They went through the legal process and they were acquitted. So why does Arnav deserve special treatment right now? They are going out and comparing Uddhav Thackeray to Indira Gandhi. Like the people who are making it political are the BJP themselves, not not uh, not anyone else. He and it is concerning that the case was reopened after like 2 years, but we should also be reminded that the case was also closed without the entire proper investigation being done as well. So it is, why should justice be denied to a family, a grieving family? In fact, you can just see the high handedness of Arnav and his lawyers. Instead of going to the sessions court where the which is the proper method to get bail in for an accused, they went directly to the high court. is assuming that the High Court would deny their bail application, so they would be able to get it from the Supreme Court. But clearly, that hasn't worked right now. And Arnav is still, while in jail, he has managed to inflame people. He's still saying that मुझे मारा गया है, मुझे assault किया गया है. When you look at the video, all they did was touch him. They were being the most polite to these people out of anyone. And people who are saying that in तुम्हारे साथ ऐसा हो जाएगा तुम क्या करोगे, I just want to point out the hundreds of cases in the past जिसमें लोगों के साथ हो चुका है and nobody cared back then. Gauri Lankesh was murdered. She was murdered. Amar Khalid was arrested on UAPA. That guy in the south, that old guy, he was also arrested on UAPA. At that time, nobody had any concern ki freedom of speech, journalistic integrity. Now everybody, now people like तुम्हारे साथ ऐसे हो जाएगा. It is already happening. Now it has happened to Arnav. That is why people are like तुम्हारे साथ ऐसा हो जाएगा.
Agreed, Aman, agreed. You are running out of time. We agree what
Yes,
you have said.
I would just
हमारा
like to finish that I am just glad that the BJP leaders haven't resorted to jail bharo and fasting as part of protests, and I hope that justice gets delivered to Anvay Nayak and his mother, who had to commit suicide because they were scammed of over like 4 lakh rupees by 4 crore rupees by those scam people. Thank you.
थैंक यू अमान. अभी आपने अमान को सुना. अब जो अगेंस्ट ऑफ द मोशन है, ये पहला ओपनिंग रिमार्क था. फॉर द मोशन आप एक अपना नाम दे दीजिए चैट बॉक्स में जो अगेंस्ट द मोशन है, एंड वी विल लाइक टू हियर फ्रॉम योर साइड, प्लीज. Harish, yeah, I can find Harish is against the motion. Harish, can you put up your opening remark, please?
Can I speak after someone?
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
कुछ लोग नए ज्वाइन किए हैं. अगर आप अगेंस्ट ऑफ द मोशन बोलना चाहते हैं तो आप चैट बॉक्स में अपना नाम दीजिए एंड देन वी विल प्रोसीड. बादल, आप कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे अभी?
Hello. My point is like here I cannot go wholly in the against of it or in the for of it. Like some points are there where you can justify the arrest. Some points are there where you can say that it's type of vendetta which Mumbai police is seeking for. So I will wait for some time to hear the arguments of some more people. Then I will respond on mine.
Okay.
But don't you think that this is an issue where you have to be on one side or the other? You can't be in the middle.
No, I don't think this is type of a issue because arrest is made on a matter which is personal to Arnab. So I don't think that it's an issue that one should be on the one side of the debate.
बट ऐसा भी तो हो सकता था कि अगर 2018 का केस है, पुराना केस है, तो मुंबई पुलिस क्या करती कि चार्जशीट फाइल करती, फेयर इन्वेस्टिगेशन होता, एंड इफ ही इज रियली गिल्टी तो उसे गिल्टी कोर्ट में प्रूव करते एंड उसे सजा मिलती.
2018 में क्लोज कर दिया गया था विदाउट इन्वेस्टिगेशन, तो कहां से होगा चार्ज इन्वेस्टिगेशन? बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट था फडणवीस का, दे क्लोज द इन्वेस्टिगेशन बैक देन.
Okay. Next, Sagnik, do you want to speak some in against the motion?
Can you give me just 5 minutes, please? Yeah, can you give me just 5 minutes, please?
Sure.
All right, then Dhirendra, we can ask anyone to come forward. No, it doesn't matter whether for or against.
Yup. Please. Ayush, वॉलंटियरली आप जो भी पॉइंट रखना चाहते हैं आगे आकर के आप बोलिए. उसका वी विल काउंटर दैट, और जो भी जिसको लगेगा कि अपना जो
Ritika is it. Go on, Ritika.
Yes, I'm against the motion. Like it is not justified. The arrest is not justified because I totally agree with what Aman said, that Arnab Goswami couldn't be called a journalist. He's working as a journalist, but as the entire country know what he does on Republic TV. I would not like to make a comment on that because that is known to everyone. But according to the case, in the case, there is somebody who have done suicide in 2018, and in the suicide note, he kept name of three people. Along with Arnab Goswami, there were two more people, and the case was closed in 2018 when it was BJP's government in Maharashtra, and now it is open. It can be seen, and it is a clear doubt on Mumbai government, Mumbai police, that they have done they have done it to just take a revenge because of the kind of reporting Arnab Goswami was doing since last 4 months. The open challenge given to CM and the police SP was totally wrong, and to respond to that, Mumbai police has done this. And I would like to say that okay, it is fine that there was Arnab Goswami's name, and it is definitely okay that if even if it is some kind of political pressure, if justice is being given to some people, then it is fine. But Mumbai police should follow whatever the way it is to be done. There is a complete procedure to work in such cases where people does not get arrested directly. Like if somebody is doing suicide and he has written somebody's name in the suicide note, the police is not allowed to just go and arrest them. A complete investigation takes place. If found guilty, then like the person can be arrested. So I think no such procedure has been followed. So the arrest of Garnab Goswami is not at all justified. And when it comes to the point that it is not an attack of freedom of speech, so I think it is not a case of freedom of speech. It is not a case where somebody has spoke something and the police has arrested him on the basis of that. It is a, like I can say, it is a case of invoking somebody to do suicide. So it is not an attack on freedom of speech, and the arrest of Arnab Goswami is not justified.
थैंक यू रितिका, वी एग्री विथ यू एट सम पॉइंट्स. जैसा कि पता है हम लोगों को कि अर्नब के अगेंस्ट और भी कई सारे 4-5 केसेस चल रहे हैं. इन्फ्लेमेटरी स्पीच का भी केस चला था, but he has strong link in the government. He has a strong tie with the government, so he directly approaches to the Supreme Court, and the doors of the Supreme Courts are opened in midnight, and he is granted interim bail. So this can be seen as a different kind of scenario. So sure, we agree with you that the action has taken by the Mumbai police has been taken in revenge or what kind of journalism Arnab is doing, and he was constantly attacking the chief minister and the police chief in the Mumbai. So that is one of the reason. I will request someone else to come up and put their opinion.
How about we go to Gargi?
Gargi. Yeah. Gargi, आप कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे?
I'll prefer to stay in the audience this time.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Yeah. Kashish is also here. Kashish, put up some point, please.
I think Aditya is trying to speak up. So.
Sure.
If Kashish wants to go, then she can. But if she doesn't, I will.
No, you can go, Aditya. No problem.
Aditya, go ahead, please.
Okay, thanks. Thanks to the chair. So I would just like to make 2-3 comments.
So you're for the motion, against the motion, please?
I'm for the motion.
All right.
I think that this case is not about freedom of speech. I, as a person, think that freedom of speech should be absolute, and no one should be prosecuted based on what he or she says. But this case, whatever I seem to know, is not about freedom of speech. It's a case about abetment of suicide. Now, second thing is the procedure of his arrest. Now, as Aman pointed out, political vendettas we can't go into, because there can be made several cases where this party had a political vendetta against this person and various things were done. I would like to point out that if Arnab is innocent, the police custody isn't the ending of the judicial process in India. There are courts. If he is innocent, the courts would grant him bail or whatever. There are like Aman said, the BJP government has said that this is the emergency. I would just like to point out that in emergency, the fundamental right of habeas corpus, that is the right of a person to a proper hearing after an arrest, was denied by the Supreme Court. Only one judge voted against it, and he had to face consequences for it, Hansraj Khanna. So I want to say that this is clearly not the case which could be compared to emergency or to such a magnitude. It is just a case of a person being prosecuted in another case which is not at all related to freedom of speech and can't be possibly into it. Although it could be made a case that it's a case of political vendetta, but if you haven't done anything, even political vendetta shouldn't end you in jail. So I would just like to say these things and end my remarks.
Thank you, Aditya. Thank you. One thing I would like to point out that although our the motion is very बहुत ही ज्यादा लिमिटेड है, एक जो पर्टिकुलर अर्नब का केस है, लेकिन जैसा कि हमने मेंशन किया था कि स्कोप ऑफ डिबेट ऐसा होना चाहिए कि हाँ, पिछले कुछ सालों में हमारा जो गवर्नमेंट है, भारत सरकार की गवर्नमेंट है या फिर स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स है, उन्होंने जो ये फ्रीडम ऑफ प्रेस की जो वैल्यू है, इसको उन्होंने होल्ड करके रखा है कि नहीं रखा है, कितने सक्सेसफुल हुए हैं, नहीं हुए हैं. सो वी विल रिक्वेस्ट आवर स्पीकर्स जो भी बोल रहे हैं आप लोग, कि आप अपना जो ब्रॉड आपका जो एस्पेक्ट है बोलने का जो एरिया है उसको ब्रॉडर कर सकते हैं. आप और भी केसेस आप एग्जांपल दीजिए. देखिए कि रिसेंट समय में कैसे 9-10 और जर्नलिस्ट अभी भी जेल में हैं. तो इन सब चीजों पे भी हम लोग डिस्कशंस कर सकते हैं. आई वुड लाइक नेक्स्ट पर्सन कम.
So I would request the chair. I can broaden my points if these are also allowed. I request the chair to give me some more time.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So about the recent debate regarding freedom of speech or journalism, I would just like to say that even the Constitution puts reasonable restrictions on the freedom of speech, and I fundamentally disagree on the fact, because according to me, what I see is freedom of speech, if restricted anywhere, is only restricted for people who are on the margins, because people in the power have without without facing any consequences have always the right to say whatever they want. There are various cases where you can see governing party people have said something which have caused riots and communal disharmony, and there wasn't a single FIR lodged against them. While on the other hand, marginalized say Adivasi of Bastar or Chhattisgarh does nothing and has to face life imprisonment. I'm not going into the details. People can search these things on themselves. But I would just like to say that freedom of speech, if we uphold, we should uphold it in all circumstances, no matter where the person stands on the political spectrum. And if not, if reasonable restrictions are there, then it's very dangerous for all of them, because the power is inherently unstable. I would have to end over here.
Yeah, thank you, Aditya. If somebody finds something to contradict or say something in counter of Aditya, he is most welcome. Please come forward and put up your opinion.
Hello.
Yes, Badal, please.
So I would just like to add what Aditya said. Like, if we consider a case like some
your stance for or against.
Yeah, I cannot, like, I previously also said that there are some points like okay, fine, it's like it's we consider that it's what I say, what is the stance, like topic is it
it is that
freedom of speech,
the arrest is justified and it's not an attack on freedom of speech. It is just another side case.
Denied in, yes, yeah, freedom of speech is denied. So but the point is, like, if we consider like someone from UP is by Yogi government is arrested from UP, or like a journalist from UP is arrested, and we have seen recently the journalist who had reported about that Hathras case, and also the midday meal in the Mirzapur going on, that case also they charged with UAPA and all NSA type of charges. So that type of action hailed by the Arnab Goswami and all these type of journalists, but the theory, you know, that when they came for them, you don't speak up, and now they are coming for you. So there is no one remaining to speak for you. So the, the power Arnab Goswami or the system Arnab Goswami hails or praises is the same which he's facing, or he's what I say.
He's being
Uh,
treated with the same kind of love.
he's been treating with the same consequences or same results. So in this contrast, we can say that it is, though it doesn't justify that he should be treated like this, but the point is, uh, here also the case is not about just about the thing he had reported against the Maharashtra government or like that, and he is facing a trial against it. The point is of the suicide abatement case, which is personal to him, and so the things are also, from my point of view, it is. I am not clear कि it is justified or not, but one should be, what I say, true to his conscience while uh, saying this act is justified or not. I don't see that if previously he didn't mm, raise voice against that acts, how can he expect to people to raise voice for him? That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Dhirendra, we can go to Harsh then.
Sure. Harshvardhan.
Actually, I am today not interested to speak against or for the motion, but as part of the audience, I wanted to ask something. If
पूछो
the
पूछो
case
हाँ.
was closed in 2018, and at that time it was a what do we call joint government of Shiv Sena and BJP, and suddenly after 2 years when their coalition got break up, and now they are attacking someone, means if we think in a manner that somehow Arnab is being associated with BJP, and he was doing his job by putting out means some of the flaws of Mumbai police, means he went too far by speaking against the SP and the CM of Maharashtra, but we can see that it is an exploitation of their power. So please, anyone from the foresight contradict this.
Yeah, I
All
would.
right then. Your point
Aditya,
noted.
would you like to counter him?
Well, Dhirendra, we can
Yeah.
go to Aditya, but before that, we can go to everybody else who has not speaking or spoken yet. All right.
Sure, sure.
We can now go to say Shantan. Go on,
Sayantan.
Shantan.
Marvin is also here. Marvin, आप कुछ बोलिए.
Can I say something?
Sure, sure.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Heidi.
So I definitely think that Arnab is someone who deserves to be arrested, and arresting him is in fact an act of protecting freedom of press. Because I don't think any other journalist has caused as much harm to freedom of press as much as Arnab has. But then again, arresting him in this manner without proper charges will only turn him into a political martyr, and the public will start sympathizing with him. And that is definitely not something we want. So, while arresting him might be justified, but I don't think it's a very good step in light of what has been happening to the press in recent times.
Yeah, but he was booked for the inflammatory speech also. But in that instance, as I have already mentioned, he approaches to the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court is too quick to grant him interim bail. So it was some kind of difficult task for Maharashtra police to arrest him some other cases. So they have chosen for going for the political vendetta and opening a closed case and then again arresting him in some another cases. That was easy for them. But he should be treated and he should be he should get jail or he should be arrested for what kind of journalism he is doing. But our system or our machinery is not enough capable to make him guilty, to prove him guilty, or get the speedy trial of his cases and make convict him too fast. So they are choosing a different way that can't be justified, because next time it can be someone else also. So I agree with you at some points. Hmm.
Dhirubhai,
Someone
I
else,
want to put something up.
please, Mohit. Yeah, sure.
So I want to make some facts, like some people I don't think know very clear that this case was opened up in February, not now.
Hmm.
And an arrest,
On May 2020,
no,
it
no,
is
it
opened,
was,
not on February.
and it was opened on
No,
February, then it
Anvay
was
Naik's
again.
daughter and yeah, Mohit, I would like to correct you. Yeah,
Yeah,
Anvay Naik's daughter and wife had went to the CM for pleading for the reopening of the case in February. It may
yeah,
be
yeah,
opened in May. That's what Ayush is saying. Yeah, please continue.
yeah. So things started in February. What I want to say is that
Hmm, hmm,
not in the recent time, when he was actually, like someone said, like he was giving uh, threat to CM and all about Shashank's case, and involving CM's son also in Shashank's case. And one more thing is that today Arnab is transferred to Taloja jail, which is considered to be one of the toughest jail in India, where there are like underworld people live. So we must consider like this is not a big case where we should treat him like this, like he is treated. As we know, we as a Jainites, we have a soft corner for Ravish Kumar, as of what I know. So if we replace Arnab Goswami with Ravish Kumar, so our like attitude for this case would have been the same like we are having for this case.
but I
And
don't agree with you exactly on this point, because Ravish may not be at the same place who has done some kind of criminal
yeah,
act,
yeah, no, no, I am not
commitment of
saying that.
suicide,
I am saying
uh,
that imagine like if you replace Arnab's with Lavish Kumar, so would we have?
on humanitarian ground it cannot be justified at any cost. We are
Yeah,
repeating it from the very beginning that
yeah.
he has been arrested in a political vendetta that can't be
So
justified, but he can be arrested on some criminal
and
cases, and this should not be, in fact we should not connect this case to the kind of freedom of press. But you can see कि हमारे फॉरेन मिनिस्टर, कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर, होम मिनिस्टर सब लोग आ गए उसके इसमें कि कंडेम करने आ गए इस काइंड ऑफ इमरजेंसी सिचुएशन, एंड दे आर सेइंग दिस थिंग. सो तभी भी
and
आज दोनों एक दूसरे को रिलेट कर पा रहे हैं हम लोग, बट क्लियरली
it,
रिलेटेड नहीं होना चाहिए था.
yeah, one more thing is that like in Kerala, I don't know is it is there in mainstream news or not. In Kerala and Kolkata also there are many left wing, right wing journalists who are being attacked. Not like we are talking about in uh, states which are ruled by BJP or right wing parties, but if we look at the uh, states which are ruled by like left, and they're also the thing is totally opposite, like they are like witch hunting the right wing people. So this is the thing of power, I think. Like people attack who which are against them, not the person of their interest.
That is also true up to some extent, because this kind of incidents set a precedent. Like when you are in power, you can arrest someone who is not in favor of you, you can witch hunt someone who is not speaking in favor of you, whether it may be left wing or right wing. So that is also a threat, actually a threat to the freedom of press as well, and the journalism. And journalism is considered to be the fourth pillar of democracy, and if this is the attitude of our state, our governments, so definitely we are weakening that pillar.
And one more
I,
thing, that and students those who are learning journalism, like ethics of journalism, they are getting demotivated. Like if they are being part of one side and they know they are going to be attacked by other side one day or the other. So
so clearly the journalists are taking side nowadays. Journalism is
yeah, yeah,
nowhere
this is very
nowhere
clear thing.
remained the you can say unbiased. Everyone is somewhat biased. So this is the problem again for the free and fair journalism.
So we should try to make something like laws, and like they should be like attacked so easily. Like journalists shouldn't be attacked so easily like they are attacked now. We should think of in that manner. Like,
All right, then Mohit, thank you. We are at the mercy
yeah, yeah.
time. Now we can go to someone else. Harish, do you want to?
Hello.
Have you already spoken, Harish?
No, can I?
Not. Yeah, yeah. Go on. For or against?
So, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think yes, it is abuse of power, and what Mumbai police or Maharashtra government has done to Arnab, and I mean we all can agree on Arnab is not journalist, and yes, so it is politically motivated case. But I mean the work Arnab has done, I cannot really say it, yeah, consider it as work, but whatever it is, the communal agenda he has spread from his TV channel and all, uh, it could have challenged. I guess it has been, but it would have challenged in intense manner, in by civil suits and more. I guess, and yes, the Maharashtra government's stand on this. I mean, Maharashtra government is no different than government of India in uh, in case of journalists, because there is an organization called Sakal organization in Pune, which is news organization run by Pawar family, the Sharad Pawar family, and a news laundry journalist have reported something on them, and he is getting raided by Maharashtra police and this. And so Maharashtra government is not, can I say, white canvas something. So, and there one more thing that we cannot say that what about Umar Khalid and what about Stan Swami. Uh, I guess yes, that's it.
थैंक यू हरीश. आयुष आप बोलिए कुछ.
Hello, hello everyone.
Yeah.
From my opinion, the arrest of Arnab is quite justified. But when we talk about of freedom of press, so it's far long back. It is not very clear because right now everyone in the press are slightly in the panel of like right wing or a left wing or a center. There is no center. It's right or left wing. So it is not clear. Just when we talk about UP, Assam, Kerala, Kashmir, Gujarat, there are so many cases that the reporters has been harassed, they have been jailed, they have been in under of UAPA Act. The problem here arises that no one in the authority body is going to support him, because when we talk about the Kerala, the central government cannot rule there, so they cannot do anything because the people that are being arrested are of slightly in their is there are their people. And when we talk about the Gujarat, Assam, and UP, and Kashmir also too, because Kashmir is now a union territory, so we can conclude it in a BJP government, NDA government favor. So they all are clearly the peoples that has been in a jail are under the UAP Act, or they be in some other cases that they are not in the motion that the government are doing their work. And when we talk about that, the Arnav cases that we clearly determined that he is not a journalist, because a journalist always try to find out both the ways that the for and against too from both the sided. But in their case, when we see their debates also, it was clearly a messed up thing. He shouts and nothing is going to happen in the against manner. So it is clearly not a journalist for everyone also. But reopening of the case that I have seen somewhere, it was closed in April 2000. The case was closed in April 2019, and on May 2020, a mother of that accused, the mother of the person that has been hanged, is now that a video came up that she didn't know that the case has been shut down, and she want that the inquiry should be go again. It's way long in May. I think it's 5th May 2020. At that time, the Sushant case was also not in that fire, and also regarding the Ria thing is not happening. So it is not quite a political. It's not like a personal attack from the Ria thing itself. But when we talk about the Shiv Sena things, it is quite obvious clear that when we talk about when we also talk about the ruling government, the ruling government will definitely try to shut our mouth down. so it is the same thing happened there right now. And when we talk about that, there should be some sort of powers and rules to be happen to the journalism also, that it is not a good way that to make some sort of law, because when we create a law should be done in the favor of the political party, because they are in the majority, be passed in the constitution, passed in the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, and they have a certain sort of groups that will work on it. And then and then when we talk about there should be some sort of thing, that a journalism group, that we can say association, there is an association, but it was again ruled by that government funded rule, that we can be say as right,
There
we
should
have
be a free and
government
fair.
funded technical institutes, we can say that. So it should be a neutral thing, that right now Rajat Sharma is the head of it. That's what I know.
NBS News.
But we also know that he was slightly inclined to some of the organization, but we cannot say that in a publicly. So it was more like a more or less thing, that the arrest was quite justified, but it can be portrayed as an agenda of a political organization. But the problem here is that both the things are co-laterally at the same time. So we can say that it is a political agenda, but we have seen that far back his mother has been filed case, so it can be portrayed at that way too. But when we talk about the freedom of press, so from the long time we cannot say that freedom of press is quite good, because freedom press is not like a right now the press is not a democratic thing. Yes, there will always be some sort of for and against thing happen in the press as part of that baseless things that cannot include political parties in their agenda. So it was more like that, and one thing I am happy that a news has been appeared in a Republic TV that JNU is with Republic TV. So I was happy that the School of Engineering, that the people don't include School of Engineering in a part of JNU. So the first time I feel very proud that oh, finally we are not with a JNU. So it was more like that thing. So
Thank you, Ayush.
Virendra, we can now go to Kashish.
Sure. Kashish, please.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Kashish, go on.
Yes, you are
Yeah.
audible.
Actually, there is some noise, background noise here. So the today's topic is arrest of Arnab Goswami is justified or not. Actually, I am no one to comment on this because I don't know about its history, what happened. So if he's criminal, then he should be treated like criminal because all are equal before the law. But it is clearly the indication that our press is doing one-sided work in India today, and it is completely dangerous because I would like to throw a light on a certain example that happened few days back, that Tanishq brand jewelry, a jewelry brand in India, introduced an ad where two different communities, somewhat some anect of two different communities was shown, some sentiments were there. So some people got hurted, and even a brand store in Ahmedabad or somewhere in Gujarat, the people of that store were threatened. So it is completely an indication of that freedom of speech is somewhat under the threat today, because people are not having that much freedom to express what they are trying to what they want to express among the people, and that is indirectly or directly connects with the way our media, our press is behaving today. We can see that our media press is doing one-sided reporting today. As we take some of the channels name, so I say just NDTV, so we say that it's a Congress reporter, and any other channels, these are BJP reporters. So why these media are choosing a side today? Why are they not showing for what they have been made in the past? That is a problem, and that is completely affecting the people of India in a negative manner, and it's very dangerous. I would like to say only that. That's
Thank you, Kashish. You have raised very important points, and we are observing, we are witnessing in India that there has been some set up a kind of troll army, and the major media houses are since seen to be supporting them. So, at some point, when you want to express something, you want to come out with a statement, with a with an essay to say something, to say something that doesn't suit to one particular gang or one particular group. So they will start naming and shaming you, they will start trolling you, and the same thing happened with the Tanishka that you had mentioned. And we are also very concerned about the media is not uh, unbiased these days. Definitely there are two sets of medias who each set has taken their sides. They choose to be one in favor of one particular ideology, one particular party. And why it is happening? So in my opinion, the main problem lies that the viewers, जो दर्शक हैं, जो हमारे श्रोता हैं, जो उनको देखते हैं, वो they are not actually real viewers or genuine viewers in true manners. Because अगर आप सही में अगर अच्छे श्रोता हैं, अच्छे आप देख सुनने वाले हैं, तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि सही और गलत क्या है. अगर वन साइडेड दिखाया जा रहा है तो फिर देख क्यों रहे हैं लोग? एक ये भी आर्गुमेंट हो सकता है कि वी डोंट हैव अनदर ऑल्टरनेटिव, लेकिन वी कैन बॉयकॉट देम. सो मेरे हिसाब से, इन माय ओपिनियन, द रेमेडी ऑफ दिस डिजीज that is spread in all the media community can be cured with conscious viewers. We have to make aware our viewers, and they can teach them a lesson. That's
The
my
Virendra,
take
problem here,
on your point. Yeah.
Virendra, the problem here arises that the viewers, the media show it like a communal things to that, so they are closely attached to it. That's why they are more likely to have that type kind of feeling. But if we know a deep thing about the topics, then we clearly determine. But at the meantime, the majority of the peoples don't know about the main agenda, what is going behind the table, or we can say behind the room. So it is quite a lame thing that. And also plus the social media is completely a waste in current time in India, because they are trolling people. No one can be appreciated there in a social media. The social media is only for the trolling in India, I feel like. So it was a more like a major thing.
So the people are not informed. So it's again the responsibility of media to make our people informed. But if the people are uninformed and they don't know what exactly is happening, and but still the people are clinging to TVs and watching this fierce debate, communal debates, and they are making their opinion according to them, and this sometimes makes them to lynch someone who doesn't agree with them. So this is very fearful situation, and we really need to look upon, we really need to introspect how this problem can be solved. Yeah.
So, Dhirubhai, one thing I want to say, like now, what I feel is like we should solution to thing is this, like we should put facts on TV, like people nowadays put journalists put like opinions,
Opinion. Yeah.
what they feel. Like if we look at the 60s or 70s like reporting, we will see that they are putting the facts on, not the opinions. They were not like no more graphics or entertainment thing. There were only facts put up on the TV channels. So
But the
the
facts
may
can
But
also be
there are
one
sort of
sided.
facts. There are also sort of
One
facts
sided
that have
facts,
been.
you can deliberately choose to one so one kind of thing, and
yeah
you can deliberately keep silence on the another thing. That can be also
so
problematic. Yep, Ayush.
I would like to make a
to make
point.
it unbiased, so we should put both sides na? The solution is that only.
So I want to make a point about what Ayush Bhai and Mohit said. Uh, I think just the reporting of facts doesn't do anything, and I disagree with Mohit's claim that in the 60s or 70s the press was relatively free. We all know previously uh, Congress governments, particularly Indira Gandhi, and from then on Narasimha Rao, all these people used press as a means to further their agenda. Yeah, I won't agree that the facts were stated and it was clear to the people what is going on and what is not. The issue with, I think, stating the fact is that fact is never stated in its neutral view. The point was here was raised that the journalists have certain sides. So suppose we had a notorious case of a journalist, whatever, if you want to call him a journalist, showing a segment that the number of UPSC aspirants from a particular community have shot up, and he concluded from it that it was a case of jihad, that they are entering a civil system. Suppose this was the fact. Suppose this is a fact that the number of aspirants qualifying UPSC happen to be of a particular community. If the same person, suppose if the same person is from a group of minority rights, the same fact would be portrayed as an achievement in this section of minority rights, that people from this marginalized community are coming up and entering the mainstream. So you see, a single fact can be portrayed in such a way that it depends upon the view of the journalism, a journalist, how he wants to project it. I don't think there are unbiased journalists. There is no such thing as unbiased, in my view. The thing I would suggest is building up of institutions that have credibility to them. Like we see science. Any scientist on the street cannot make any fact. We only adhere to research or whatever which are cited or which are endorsed by certain scientific institutions. So I think the role of institutions is very great over here. If a independent from government institution is there who makes their mark on news channel, that this news channel, this institution approved, so uh, that gives a sort of credibility to the public that don't know about the histories of the channel and how they are doing their work. They get a certain sort of confidence that if this is that approved, then it must be something that we can trust on. Also, I think here the public is not passive. I think public here also engages in the debate and changes how journalism works, because if we see during the emergency and other periods, what the newspaper was saying and who was in power was very anti-parallel to what the people on the ground were saying. So as material conditions change, I think public has a major role in discerning it. The information that press is biased. It is also a sort of noise that we know. How do we know if the press shows us only the one side? How do we know that it is one-sided? So it is not that the press is overwhelming and it sort of occupies all the space of the public mind. So I think there are various ways in which this could be sought out, and I think building of strong institutions is one of those ways. Thanks.
This is the thing that I was saying, right? Because you just elaborated it, Ruby.
Yeah, yeah. Pinaki also wants to put his opinions. Pinaki, please.
Oh, Ayush Bhai, I thought you were suggesting some sort of law in the parliament that would regulate, and I disagree. I thought you said that.
Clearly,
and I dis-
taking it on a parliament is just a lame thing, because there should be a certain sort of people from a same community will be voting against it or for it. So who will be in the power will do it. So there should be an independent body that truly runs by only the press people, not against the political influencer will not be there.
Okay, so I misunderstood. Sorry.
दानेश्वरी दानेश्वरी नहीं है, चली गई. Okay. Pinaki, please go ahead.
All right then, thank you, Dhirendra. So there is one point, and I want to speak against the motion. I have a question. My question is that had Arnav not been so critical of the Maharashtra government, whether it is Sushant Singh Rajput's case or the Palgar's, Sadhu's case, had he not been that critical, would the Mumbai police go against him the way that they have done now? Probably not. And if that is the case, probably we would never know that he might be a murderer of someone who has committed a suicide, or that he is a murderer for the rest of our lives. We would never know. So my point is that because Arnav did something that the probably people in the Maharashtra government did not like, they could not obviously not see. I have a problem. Had they, the way they went about this was that they tried to dig up an old case. They tried to, and I'm sure they must have tried it very hard. They must have gone through each and every case that Arnav was associated with, and they hit the jackpot. They found something, and now they can frame him. So they took that route. I would have been much pleased had they taken the route where they would have said to Arnav, well, you know what? In your program, in your news channel, you have spoken a lot of lies about us, that Maharashtra government, that DCP of Mumbai. So why don't we drag you into the court on basis of those lies that you have spoken against us, the misinformation that you have distributed. I think that would have served the public interest even more. What has happened now is that you have tried to use a government machinery in order to show your quote unquote bahubali nature, and that is not at all, and that is going down a very dangerous road. Today Maharashtra government has done it, tomorrow the Bengal government will do it, the other day, next month some other government will do it, and you will see every time someone else does it, they will cite this as an example. This will be a precedent, you know this will be a example that everyone will start looking at the government, where they all, for example uh, for example the BJP government. By the same logic, when the ED or the CBI went after NDTV offices, for potential corruption, uh, you could argue that this is only the same case. There is no difference. The only difference is maybe that is the central government, hence more powerful, but this is the state government and it is doing the same thing. I would have been much happier had they gone to Arnab Goswami and told that, look, you have spoken lies, you have given out misinformation, and now that Sushant Singh Rajput case is in cold storage, now that everything has been, at least the government is clean, Maharashtra government is clean, in Sushant Singh Rajput case, you can tell the public that we were wrong, or else we will drag you to court. I think that would have served a much better purpose. And right now, what is happening is that it is setting a very dangerous precedent, a precedent which then will be replicated, will be looked upon by other, and I don't think this will, really go down as something that even the courts will like. I mean, I'm sure, uh, in the courts also, because it is, they obviously they cannot possibly go out and say that, what, Arnab, because you have spoken against us, we are trying to go after it. They cannot do that. So they have found a proxy way where they can accuse him through a suicide case, which may be legitimate, which may be, as someone said, the mother of the accused, had something to do with this, can be legitimate, of course. But I think why the timing is very important. I think it is deliberately done, and it is a very dangerous precedent.
Thank you, Binaki. We agree with all your points. Uh, if
I would like to counter Pinaki Bhaiya on one point.
mhm.
Can I go on? Yeah. So I disagree with the point that precedent is being set. The precedent is always here. It is not the first case that this is happening. It has happened several times in the past. Second thing you are saying, it has been a case has been dig up. It is whatever. If a person has a past, whatever that case may be, you can make a case that it is for political vendetta, but the case is there. It's not a case about freedom of speech, it's a case about abatement of suicide. At the end, the case is there, and that is the fact. Whatever you want to say, it is political vendetta, that is the fact. Now you people have made points that what if it was Ravish Kumar, or what if it was NDTV, whoever, not based on what he or she says, does anything like that, should be prosecuted. And if we believe in the courts of our country, in the constitution, every free person would get out. It doesn't make sense to say that they shouldn't have gone forward for the case, because the timing is wrong. The same person, the same said person, instigated and insinuated that every small detail of a life of a person should be hooked up. And we saw WhatsApp chats and all. When people were saying, Ki, what about, why didn't people say back then that, what about you? If our WhatsApp chat, if there is some sections in the constitution which say that on certain saying certain things you could be prosecuted, there are certain things which we in our daily lives also overlook. And if someone were to go through our phones, how many of us would say that, yeah, everything I do is as per the constitution and as per the rules of the place that we reside in? So that is a very fundamental attack on the privacy. By doing such thing, the same person insinuated that. I just want to point out this. And I think if we were to speak about freedom of speech, we should always speak about minority rights. Like, who is the minority here? Because the ultimate minority in the society is the individual. So if you were to protect yourself from the argument that what if it was you, agar tu hota to kya hota, always speak for minority rights. If a certain uh, person from a certain community can't, like we saw in France, a certain cartoon cannot be made because people from certain communities get enraged, or we see in India a certain ad makes people. So always, the if the minority has the right to say something in a country where the majoritarian view goes against it, I think that is true freedom of speech.
Thank you, Aditya. Ritika, will you like to counter some points, or will you like to add some more arguments to this discussion?
Yeah, I think maybe if anybody else want to speak first. I what I was thinking is just now, whatever Pinaki said, I totally agree. And Gargi also made some comments like we actually wanted Arnab Goswami to see behind the bars. I think this is the only thing this matter is all about. Like Arnab has made people curious. Like, people just want to see behind the bars, and even the Maharashtra government and the police feels the same. And what they did is just they find out some of the case in which he can be targeted. But I think this case is not about freedom of speech. This is a case on Arnab Goswami in person, and it is not a case on journalist Arnab Goswami. So I think if it would have been far better if Maharashtrian police have made a case against him on making wrong comments on a national news channel, but they have chosen a case which is quite very much different, that is of abetment of suicide. I think this is kind of revenge, and if such kind of revenge chain will continue, I think an eye for eye will make the whole world blind. You know, everybody here is saying that the freedom of speech has been taken long back in UP. It has been done in Tamil Nadu, in Kerala, everywhere. What now will happen is now any journalist in any state or in the country will try to speak anything against any of the government. What government will do is find such cases and just take them behind the bars without any kind of procedure. No procedure has been followed in arresting Arnab Goswami in such cases where somebody mentions the name of a like person in suicide note under no constitutional rule. That person can be taken to jail in this way. A complete procedure takes place, which has not been done in this case. If this will be accepted by the judge or by the court, then what will happen is for any other journalist, if he will speak anything, the government will charge any case, either a past case or they will make a new case of something else, and they will keep that person in jail for long, very long time, like what happened to Dr. Shakil, I think. So, like a revenge story completely. Everybody will start taking revenge, and this is, I think, this is going to be tremendously disaster for the country. I feel the procedure should be followed in every. What Arnab Goswami has done in 4 months, in last 4 months, in last 1 year, what the kind of reporting he is doing is totally wrong, and he should be arrested. But in the case of wrong kind of journalist, and he should not be taken into the jail using wrong procedures for any of the case in which he had been mentioned. So procedures should be followed.
Thank you. Thank you, Ritika.
You know, Dhirendra, this is the point I was making, that we would have been much happier had there been a case about misinformation, you know, spreading lies to the audience. I think we
they have registered several complaints, but the thing that Arnav has a backdoor. He gets to the Supreme Court and he has some privilege कि आपका केस रातों रात सुना जाएगा और interim bail मिल जाएगा before you are arrested. So he has some kind of privilege. It's difficult, very difficult, but we have to develop some machinery. Yeah.
That is the problem only now, because Arnab Goswami is wrong at his points. He has so many backdoors. Then what Mumbai police has done, is it right? Even they are wrong. So we are wrong things with wrong things. So it is just.
Cannot say that he is arrested. It is in a remand right now. The arrest means that the court has been given their judgment.
No, he has been sent to the judicial custody.
So that the custody he's in, which means he is in a remand room. That doesn't mean that he has been jailed to some time or some part of it, that the court has been sanctioned at 5 years or jail or 7 years or jail. It is not like
that will a kind of verdict, and he will be.
Right now he's in remand room. That if someone, like now that I have done something wrong, let's say, and the police has a doubt on me, then they can take it into that remand room to me.
And similarly, Ritika has mentioned कि कफील खान को देखो 1.5 साल तक उसको बंद करके रखा जेल में without any evidence, और वो प्रूफ भी नहीं हुआ, कन्विक्ट भी नहीं हुआ. So that is the kind
ये
of witch
तरीका
hunting.
गलत है। हाँ, वो अरेस्ट नहीं कह
Materially
सकते, इनको
arrested.
तुम अरेस्ट नहीं कह सकते। यूएपीए में अरेस्ट होता है, काफिल खान को यूएपीए में डाला था। यूएपीए जो रूल है उसमें आपको अरेस्ट करके रखते हैं मिनिमम 6 महीने के लिए, तुम कुछ कर भी नहीं सकते और तुमको
So
खुद
it
को
was
इनोसेंस होने
kind
का
of
प्रूफ करना है।
हाँ, ठीक
वो
है,
एक
ठीक है.
दूसरी डिबेट है, देखो वो एक दूसरी डिबेट है, क्योंकि इसको हम अरेस्ट नहीं कर
But
सकते। वो
arresting
अभी
Arnab
एक रिमांड
Goswami
में
on
है।
the things he said is completely outright wrong. How I oppose that. If you are arresting, like Ritika ji said, that wrong journalism, who would decide wrong? Ultimately, the people in power would decide what is wrong journalism and what
No,
is right journalism.
No,
the
I'm
opinion
I'm
he is making, he is free to make the opinions. But the fact he is presenting inaccurately or wrong, false information, he can be arrested or he can be booked on those behalf. So
But the
yes,
problem
I
here
got.
is,
you can't jail anyone on his opinion. He is free to make
but
opinion.
How can you say a
the
person
problem
can be?
here arises, listen, just
No,
a
the
minute।
thing is,
यहाँ पे
yeah.
प्रॉब्लम पता है क्या आती है कि कोई भी अगर रिपोर्टर अपनी रिपोर्ट प्रेजेंट करता है तो वो ऐसा करता है कि वो प्रिडिक्ट करता है, वो एक एग्जैक्ट न्यूज़ नहीं बताता। वो बस ये कहता है कि सूत्रों से पता चल रहा है, तो जो कि एक एग्जैक्ट न्यूज़ नहीं है। वो अपन को भी कह सकते हैं सूत्रों से पता चल रहा है कि धीरेन्द्र ने एक मर्डर करा है, ये एग्जैक्ट न्यूज़ नहीं है। अगर मैं फैक्ट के साथ बोलूँगा कि धीरेन्द्र ने मर्डर करा है तो वो एग्जैक्ट न्यूज़ है, तो उसको आप मेरे पुराने वाले आर्गूमेंट को आप कोर्ट में अगेंस्ट नहीं कर सकते हो, पर ये वाला जो मैं एग्जैक्ट फैक्ट के साथ बोल रहा हूँ उसको आप चैलेंज कर सकते हो कोर्ट में। तो वो
That's
वाला
what they
चीज़
are
आती है
doing.
मीडिया के पास में। हाँ,
See,
यही चीज़ आती है मीडिया के पास में।
that is what I am saying. That is what I am saying. That wrong journalism here. Basically, I wanted to refer to presenting wrong facts in front of the country, and it has been done many times by Republic TV and also many different news channels. They have reported like completely wrong facts, and I don't think anybody need any justice.
Several cases are lodged against those journalists who are making inflammatory speeches and putting inaccurate, giving the false informations to the public domain. But nothing sort of strict action is being taken from the government, because that data are suitable to the government. That's the main reason.
No, I don't think
So
so. Where would we stop then? Because in the age of YouTube and web, there are various sources of knowledge. Where would you stop in spreading? Where would you stop the spreading of misinformation? You can't.
that is also
Everybody
true.
has the right. Suppose I say something today, and in some circumstance it turns out to be wrong. Then the person in power, suppose who is against me, can only prosecute me in whatever I say, as opposed to the Arnab Goswami case in which he has been prosecuted on what he has done in a criminal case. I totally oppose the motion that freedom of speech should be hindered with at any point.
But they are giving argument that you are free to express your opinion, but the opinion that are you making, the information that you are presenting should not hurt anyone. What happens in
How would
UAP
you
on
decide
lawful
that?
activities? So they
Yeah, that is what I'm
differentiate
saying. The
that.
criteria is very vague. The
Yeah,
criteria of deciding wrong and it is harming someone, and it's very vague, which can be challenged like anything, and the person in power can interpret it in various ways. My fundamental problem with it is uh, with that is this only: how
so
to
there is a
interpret
very
what is
thin
wrong.
line on differentiating the things. Even the law has
Yeah, that
not
is what
been very clear about these things.
Yeah, and it couldn't be. I for one think that it couldn't be pointed down that what in what cases and what. Therefore, we see misinterpretation. You can say it's a interpretation is inherently based on power. What I think, because if you see the law that we say CAA and whatever, it can be justified in the court, as Harish Salve, a famous advocate, said. It can be justified in the court and can be brought down in the law as constitutional. Some people say that it is against the constitution, which may or may not be. It is upon power. So what I mean to say that it's very vague of what speed the thin line you're talking about. I think it's very vague, and to decide upon it is to decide against the people who don't have power. And I would
Agreed with you, Aditya. Uh, Aksha has also joined. She is from Banasthali Vidyapith, Rajasthan. So, Aksha, will you like to add some points? What's your opinion? आप कुछ कहेंगे कि क्या ये जस्टिफाइड है अर्नब का केस? ऐसे होना चाहिए था? आप अपना कुछ ओपिनियन रखे तो चलेगा हमें सुन के. No problem, no problem. We can continue our discussion. Yeah. Mohit, do you want to put some points?
I think we can go to Aman. Aman, if he wants to speak.
I mean, more or less everything that needs to be said has been said. What I wanted to add was said by Aditya that the precedence is already there. That in India we don't have a particularly bright track record of journalistic freedom. Moreover, I would like to also agree with what Ritika Di and all the others said that and what Gargi said was that arresting him like this would just increase the feeling of making him a martyr. I One thing I would like to add from my end is that this case you have to see you would have to see it was closed initially on arbitrary grounds. There is no such thing that this case was fully investigated and then it was closed. It was closed because Arnav's name was there on it, and in 2018 the government was favorable to Arnav, and now it might have been opened just to hound Arnav back again. But you also have to see but also have to see the daughter of the poor man who had to commit suicide because of Arnav's criminal behavior. And it's not and this is basically it what I want to say. And
Agreed.
one last thing, somebody was mentioning that Taloja jail is Taloja jail is one of the tough. Mohit was the guy. He was saying that Taloja jail is the toughest prison one of the toughest prisons in Maharashtra. But we would also like to remind you that 86-year-old Stan Swami is being kept in Taloja jail only, and so uh, you cannot say that Arnav is being unfairly targeted when an 86-year-old man who has been accused under the UAPA is being kept there as well.
Yeah, but Balarav is
Yeah,
still
yeah.
in jail.
Yeah. So
Because
one thing I would you yourself mentioned that he is under UAPA. Maybe that UAPA charges might be wrong, but the
Yes,
charges
yes.
UAPA are like very heinous charges, and like for a remand that Taloja jail is very, like, I think, tough.
I agree
So
because
you should compare the cases on the basis of they are being put in that jail.
in the end, both of them are being kept there just to force a confession or just to torture them. There is no real, what do you say, jail aspect to them, no real reform aspect, just to torture and to make them confess. They are being kept in such horrific conditions.
Harshvardhan has not spoken anything for a long time. Harshvardhan, do you want to add some point? Please come up. इतना देर आप सुने हाँ.
एक्चुअली मैं सिर्फ एक वो पॉइंट बोलना चाहूंगा कि जब ये बोला था ना कि मतलब मोहित ने बोला था कि फैक्ट्स अपन को पीछे जाना चाहिए और रिपोर्टिंग उस टाइप से होनी चाहिए जिसमें फैक्ट्स को इलस्ट्रेट किया जाए ऑडियंस को, और रिसेंटली ऐसा हो रहा है कि ऑडियंस काफी मूव ऑन हो चुकी है, ऑडियंस पर्टिकुलरली एक ही टाइप की चीज देखना चाहती है या ऑडियंस बैकवर्ड है कुछ इस टाइप से। तो जो एक चीज देखी जाएगी, जैसे अच्छे चैनल्स हैं रिपोर्टिंग के, जैसे राज्यसभा टीवी, लोकसभा टीवी जो है उनमें अच्छी रिपोर्टिंग आती है, डिबेट्स बहुत स्ट्रांग होती हैं, हाईली क्वालिफाइड प्रोफेसर्स बैठते हैं वहां पर, अच्छा कंटेंट है वहां का। बीबीसी है, TV9 है, एक चैनल है, उसमें मैंने देखा रिसेंटली कि वर्ल्ड की न्यूज को बहुत अच्छे तरीके से वो लोग कवर करते हैं, और बहुत सारे चैनल है, NDTV है। लेकिन सबसे बेसिक बात जो होती है कि इंसान, मतलब जो एक रिपोर्टर होता है उसके पास एक पावर होती है कि वो एक जनता को मूव ऑन करा सकता है, ठीक है, एज एन ऑडिटर। इसीलिए वो फोर्थ पिलर बहुत मतलब स्ट्रांग रहता है, और वो अपना मतलब एक साइड चूज करता है। जब हम हमारा टर्म पेपर लिख रहे थे, ने बोला था कि पहले आप फैक्ट्स वगैरह बताते हैं बेसिकली, लेकिन जो ओपिनियन होता है अपनी, मतलब जो अब आपकी ऑडियंस है उसका ओपिनियन आप सेट करोगे वहां पे, लास्ट में आप कंक्लूड करोगे आप कहना क्या चाह रहे थे, आपको क्या लगता है, आपका इंट्यूशन क्या बोलता है। मेरा माइक थोड़ा सा दूर है, ओके
ठीक है हर्षवर्धन, आपने बोला कि वो राज्यसभा, प्लीज कंटिन्यू।
ओके, सो मतलब मैं यही कहना चाहता हूँ कि मतलब जो वो होते हैं, क्या बोलते हैं, अपने रिपोर्टर्स होते हैं, उनको रिपोर्टिंग करनी चाहिए और उनको साइड लेनी चाहिए, जिस साइड भी वो लेते हैं, और रिपोर्टिंग अच्छी की जानी चाहिए। लेकिन जो रिसेंट ट्रेंड्स हैं इंडियन मतलब चैनल्स हैं,
जनता का लेना चाहिए ना, डेमोक्रेसी में फोर्थ पिलर है वो, So actually, truth does not
नहीं,
exist
एक
in
सेकंड, एक
every
सेकंड,
person.
धीरू
We
भैया,
should
धीरू
not
भैया,
take
धीरू
one
भैया।
side, political side.
ओके, एक सेकंड, मेरा वो, सॉरी, मैं अपने उस पर था।
अभी मेरा वॉइस थोड़ा ठीक आ रहा है?
बिल्कुल
मैं
बिल्कुल,
भूल
प्लीज
गया मैं
कैरी ऑन.
हाँ, तो धीरू भैया मैं ये कहना चाहता था आपसे कि जो साइड लेने का मतलब तरीका है वो ये है कि वो लोग मतलब जैसे अभी रिसेंटली क्या है ना, जो टीआरपी है, जो चैनल्स पैसे कमा रहे हैं वो उससे कमाते हैं कि ऑडियंस कितना देखेगी, ठीक है। और ऑडियंस का कहना है अगर आप दोनों सेंट्रलाइज मतलब रह के आप दोनों साइड का करोगे तो आपकी दोनों ऑडियंस चली जाती हैं आपके हाथ से। और जो ऑडियंस है वो सोशल मीडिया पर माइक्रो टारगेट हो रही है। ये बहुत बार मतलब मुद्दा उठाया जा चुका है कि माइक्रो टारगेटिंग अब बहुत बिगर फॉर्म में आ चुकी है। फेसबुक आपको टारगेटेड चीज़ें ही दिखाएगा, कंटिन्यूअसली दिखाएगा। यूट्यूब पे आप अगर, मैं पर्टिकुलरली जैसे बीच में लेफ्टिस्ट उसको देख रहा था तो बहुत सारा लेफ्ट लेफ्ट मटेरियल आने लग
That's
गया
the
था कंटिन्यूअसली।
algorithm. Yeah, you can't refrain from that.
नहीं, वही बात है ना, तो फिर ऊपर से तो इस कारण से फिर ऑडियंस मूव ऑन कर जाती है कि एक ही टाइप का मतलब चैनल देखना है। जैसे मैंने बहुत सारे दोस्त हैं वो मतलब देखना ही नहीं चाहते हैं, कभी कभी एक दो लोग हैं एनडीटीवी का वो मान के चले हैं कि वो मतलब वैसे ही दिखाएगा,
मैं
मतलब
आपको
वो हर
यहाँ
बार।
एक एग्जांपल दूंगा. आपने बड़ा अच्छा पॉइंट उठाया है. एक्चुअली होता क्या है कि जो दर्शक होते हैं ना, उनका एक माइंडसेट होता है. अगर आपके स्क्रीन के सामने फ्लैश हो रहा है, डिफरेंट डिफरेंट विजुअल्स आ रहे हैं, कैमरामैन लेके दौड़ रहा है, तो क्या होता है कि इंस्टेंटली आप जब टीवी का रिमोट ऑन करते हैं और इस तरह की जो डायनेमिक चीजें जो चलती रहती है स्क्रीन पे, तो क्या होता है कि दर्शक 10 सेकंड के लिए, 30 सेकंड के लिए, 40 सेकंड के लिए होल्ड ऑन करता है, रुक के देखना चाहता है. तो दिस द सेम टैक्टिक्स दिस मीडिया हाउसेज आर यूजिंग फॉर देयर टीआरपी पर्पसेस. एंड इसी चक्कर में क्या होता है कि जर्नलिज्म से वो समझौता कर बैठते हैं. अगर जो मोहित ने बोला था, एक आर्गुमेंट रखा कि हम केवल फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स थे एंड वी डोंट टेक साइड्स, तो उसमें क्या होगा कि वो आएंगे. जैसे डीडी नेशनल आज भी फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स देता है, गवर्नमेंट्स के प्रोग्राम्स को वो ब्रॉडकास्ट करता है, बट आप देख सकते हैं कि कितने लोग हैं कि डीडी नेशनल अभी खोल करके देखते हैं? नहीं देखते हैं. तो ये क्या है कि दर्शक का माइंडसेट होता है. आप सोशल मीडिया से इतने ज्यादा चिपके हुए रहते हैं, लोग इतना ज्यादा एडिक्टेड है, तो उनका एक एल्गोरिदम है. ऐसे अगर नीरस बना देंगे कि हाँ लोगों को कांटेक्ट करना है और मैसेजिंग है, एक सिंपल प्लेटफॉर्म में रख दें, तो भी चीजें बिगड़ जाएंगी. तो ये कुछ चैलेंजेस हैं हमारे मीडिया के सामने,
और
और
एक
हमें
चीज
लगता है
और
कि
है,
टाइम.
धीरू भाई,
एक चीज
पुण्य
और
प्रसन्न
है
वाजपेयी जी हैं, एक 10
जी
तक
जी.
चलाते थे आज तक चैनल पे।
मोहित मोहित
हेलो, या
या मोहित प्लीज
हाँ
कैरी ऑन.
भाई, मेरे को जरा कंक्लूड कर
हर्ष,
देने दे
योर
यार।
वॉइस इज नॉट क्लियर।
आप
कोई नहीं,
मेरा
हर्ष
वॉइस
तुम आप कंक्लूड कर लो पहले, ठीक है? हम
ठीक
लोग
है,
वी आर रनिंग आउट
तो
ऑफ टाइम. वी
मैं
हैव टू कंक्लूड बिफोर 4:30. या
हाँ
प्लीज.
ठीक है, तो मैं उसमें ये कह रहा था कि जो मतलब जो शिट यार, वर्ड्स भूल गया
बोलो
मैं
बोलो
यार।
बोलो, आ रही है आवाज तुम्हारी.
मैं लास्ट फैक्ट हाँ, अरे मैं ये कहना चाहता था कि जो अपना मतलब चैनल्स है ना, जो न्यू ऑडियंस है वो जानना नहीं चाहती है, पहले चैनल्स दिखाना नहीं चाहते हैं। जैसे डॉक्यूमेंट्री होती है, मतलब अच्छे से जैसे 10th तक बंदे एसोसिएटेड रहते हैं विद पॉलिटिकल टर्मिनोलॉजीज एंड मतलब कि उसके पीछे के चार्जेस क्या हैं, किस बेसिस पर, मतलब ये सिखाया नहीं जा रहा है नई ऑडियंस को। हम लोगों को कुछ भी नहीं पता है एग्जैक्टली कि किस तरीके से मतलब वर्क करना चाहिए, क्या क्या प्रोसीडिंग्स होती हैं, वो सब समझाया जाना चाहिए। न्यूज़ चैनल्स का एक जॉब है। ऊपर से दूसरी चीज, न्यूज चैनल्स ये नहीं करते हो, जो ऑडियंस है वो जल्दी मतलब होता है ना कि फास्ट फूड ऑडियंस है, एक नई टाइप की ऑडियंस बन के आई है, फास्ट फूड ऑडियंस बोल सकते हैं अपन इनको, जिनको हाल की हाल मतलब न्यूज चाहिए, हाल की हाल उस पर कमेंट चाहिए, हाल की हाल ओपिनियन देना है, अपना जाके पटकना है, मतलब इंस्टाग्राम स्टोरीज में ओपिनियन डालना है कि हाँ यार, मतलब ज्यादा मतलब डिगअप नहीं करना है ना, सीखना है उसके बारे में, बस देना है, अपना एक ओपिनियन जनरेट करना है और सो कॉल्ड वोग मतलब बन के आना है बाहर। तो वो चीज एक ट्रेंड बन रहा है वो, बस
आप
मेरा
इससे
यही
बच नहीं
ओपिनियन।
सकते ना, बदलते समय के साथ ये चैलेंजेस है, मीडिया हाउसेस को भी इसके साथ कोप अप करना पड़ेगा. समझ रहे हो बात को आप? तो ये चीजें हो रही है, चीजें चैलेंजेस हैं, इसके साथ इम्प्रूव करेंगे.
तो
आज के डिबेट्स में बहुत सारे पॉइंट्स निकल करके आए. ठीक है, आप
धीरू,
Dhirendra,
सभी लोगों को
Dhirendra, I think we can now conclude, but
या
not
प्लीज.
before Mohit speaks. Mohit, you can just quickly conclude.
या व्हाट वाज सेइंग दैट कि आप यूट्यूब पे सर्च करिएगा कि पुण्य प्रसन्न वाजपेयी जी, तो आज तक पे पहले थे, 10 तक चलाते थे। तो उनका वे, जब वो 10 तक लेते थे और अभी जो मतलब जिस वे में अपने चैनल पे कन्वे करते हैं, तो वो सिर्फ फैक्ट्स पुट ऑन करते हैं। उसके बाद वो हर टर्मिनोलॉजी को डिफाइन करते हैं कि ये इससे ये है, ये इससे ये है, इसका मतलब ये है। तो फिर वो हर फैक्ट को प्रेजेंट करते हैं कि हाँ ये ऐसा हुआ। तो मेरा मकसद ये था कि आप बोल रहे थे ना कि अगर हम लोग सिर्फ फैक्ट्स प्रेजेंट करेंगे तो ऑडियंस चली जाएगी, ऐसा नहीं है। वो ओरेटर का काम है, जो जर्नलिस्ट का काम है कि सामने वाले को बांध के रखना। वो चाहे फैक्ट्स प्रेजेंट करके हो कि टर्मिनोलॉजी को डिफाइन करके हो, कैसे भी हो, ना कि एंटरटेनमेंट करके। आज की मीडिया में सिर्फ एंटरटेनमेंट है देखा जाए तो, ना कि फैक्ट्स और जो एक्चुअल जर्नलिज्म है वो है।
इंटरटेनमेंट के अलावा लोगों को गुमराह भी किया जा रहा है, लोगों को एक कम्युनल भीड़ में भी कभी कभी बदल दिया जाता है। दैट इंटरटेनमेंट लीड्स टू अ वेरी हैजार्डस रिजल्ट समटाइम्स, दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम। ठीक है, हम लोग मुद्दे से भटक रहे हैं। आई थिंक वी शुड कंक्लूड नाउ। पिनाकी, आपका
Virendra,
कंक्लूजन?
yes, surely, and I think we had a very fruitful conversation today, and the debate, the topic of the debate was also such that we could, put our points and argue, and let's just agree to disagree. That's how it goes in debates, right? And before we conclude, I request everyone if they can please switch on their camera so that we can take a screenshot for our social media. I'll stop presenting, and I'd request, yeah. So just hold on for a second so that I can click a screenshot. Just hold on.
तू भी चालू कर ले।
Yeah, let me also. All right then. Thank you, everyone. Make sure to check out the social media pages, including Facebook, Instagram, and see you until the next debate. And thank you very much for your active participation. It is you who keeps us going and who keeps us motivated. So thank you, everyone who has participated and everyone who has stayed up until the last minute of this debate. Thank you, and have a
Thank you
very
from my
nice
side
day.
too.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone, thank you.
रिकॉर्डिंग ऑफ
Very
कर।
great. Stop the recording now. Thank you.
Yeah, stop the recording. Thank you. We will stop here. I will end the meeting.
हाँ
Okay.
करे।
Recording will stop one.
हुआ नहीं रहा अभी तक।
क्या
रिकॉर्डिंग स्टॉप नहीं हुआ।
रिकॉर्डिंग स्टॉप कौन रिकॉर्ड कर रहा है? मोहित?
अरे लैपटॉप से जो भी चला रहा हो
मैं
चल
नहीं
रहा
कर रहा हूँ, मैं नहीं कर रहा हूँ।
पिनाकी कर रहा था यार।
है। पिनाकी हो गया।
आप ही बचे हो भाई, आप ही कर रहे हो।
ओके, तो फिर मैं कॉलिंग खत्म करता हूँ। हो
चलो
जाना
बाय।
चाहिए रिकॉर्डिंग ना। सब लोग छोड़ दो, फिर लीव कर दो।